Hello and welcome to ChinnyVision. Cheese and onions should always be yellow and green, unless you're walkers, in which case you're simply wrong. You're wrong, okay? You're wrong. Now, it's not every day you see a brand new VIC-20 game, let alone a VIC-20 cartridge game that's brand new, but that's precisely what we have here. Because turning up in the post a few days ago was a brand new VIC-20 game on cartridge called Cheese and Onion, by Misfit and distributed and manufactured by the future was 8-bit. Wonderful cartridge cover. So it's a yellow cartridge, which is very striking to the eye, and a nice case for it as well. And on the back it says, you don't have to be a computer expert to use the Commodore VIC-20, the friendly computer. All you need to do is insert this cartridge and turn it on. Guide Dr. Tinehull through his adventure, collecting onions along the way. Press F1 during the game to see how many he has collected and how many more are needed to complete the level. Complete 3 stages, adventure with the most levels, easy peasy for the beginner, and speedrunner for the fastest players. Created by RG Misfit, produced and distributed by the future was 8-bit. So I pulled out the ChinnyVision VIC-20 and plugged in the attractive yellow cartridge, and this is what we get. An attractive menu here with some music and some options. I'm going to start off on easy peasy. Easy well, Dr. Tinehull needs his onions, get ready. So this is Dr. Tinehull and he runs around, and yes, there's only a few colours because it's a VIC-20, but look how it moves. Wow. And all that background as well, which you can, if you find the background is a little bit distracting with that movement, you can turn all that off so it just stays static. But hey, let's show off what Misfit has managed here on the VIC-20. So you run around, collect the onions. This is the very easy level, the tutorial level. And you run through little caverns like that, and you go through to another section which is a different colour. And it's here on the easy level. It's very small level. It's a trainer, really. It doesn't say that, but it is. Congratulations, Dr. Tinehull found his onions. And that's the easy level completed. It really is just to give you an idea of how to play the game. You've also got a speed run option, which it's supposed to be for speedy players, the manual says. But you run through that, and you collect the onions between the platforms, and you get all these lovely transitions with the screen bouncing up and down. And it looks like a simplistic platformer, but it's actually a lot more modern than you would think. You wouldn't have seen something like this on the VIC or any other 8-bit back when these machines were originally out. And this is one of these other sections on the speedrun level. Really like this red colour scheme. It's much easier on the eye. And this is running on a real VIC-20, as everything on ChinnyVision is real hardware. So you may have seen this on other YouTube channels, but they're using emulators and it's not the kind of slightly messy output that the real VIC-20 has. So the graphics are clear, but this is a real machine, and the VIC-20, or the VIC-20 I have here, even though it's been tweaked for the best output, gives a very slightly messy output. So here we go, this is the proper game, the full adventure. There are 4 levels on this. And so you run around getting the onions. You can jump. You can press F1 at any time to tell you how many onions you need. And you avoid the baddies by jumping over them. And there's momentum in the game as well. So if you're going from a standing start, you can't jump as far as if you're actually running at the time or walking. That's something to bear in mind, something I had to pick up just by playing the game, because I found I couldn't jump over some objects, and I realised actually what I needed to do was be running at the time or walking at the time. And then, look, here's a good example. If I don't run or walk, I can't jump over that, but you need to get some momentum behind you. The game is on a 32K cartridge, which in VIC terms is massive, and works, I believe, on NTSC machines as well as PAL machines. I don't know if there's a speed difference on the VIC. I'm sure VIC fans know more about that kind of thing than I do. the game is only available on cartridges. I believe there's no... The game is only available on cartridge because of presumably the cost of making these things. I don't think, as far as I can see, there is a download version. But that's great because that means that every copy is supporting new software on the VIC-20. Each section of the level is a different colour. The red is by far the easiest on the eye, certainly on the real hardware. Green and yellow works fine. The bright blue level is a little bit tough to play. It's not a major problem. The problem is the VIC-20 only has a limited amount of colours. It's a little bit eye-searing. But there's not a lot you can do about that. That's the machines. And there's other little puzzles like this. We're going to push these objects along so you can actually reach that ladder there. So I can jump onto that ladder now. And those ladders, you jump up them, but if you press down, you can go down as well. Also, when you're still and you move the joystick around up and down, you can see other parts of the level. You can scroll a little bit. Almost like Roland in Space does on the Amstrad, but not quite as far. On that, you can scroll around a little bit further. On this, you just get to see a little bit. These things here, you jump on and then you jump up again and you slip. I don't know what it's supposed to be. They're sticky. These little mice things. These little mice things remind me of the characters from Spy vs. Spy, because they're long noses / chins. Jump over there. Got another onion. This is a rare occurrence of another section being a... Oh, died there. This is a rare occurrence of another section not being this different colour. Usually they're different colours. And right, over here. Momentum to get over that. Jump over that. And right, I've got to time this precisely correctly. Because those platforms only vanish. Those platforms there only appear for a certain amount of time. It's got to be timed absolutely precisely. Have enough momentum to carry me over. 1, 2, got it! Yes! And yes. Yes, that's taken quite a while to get that one done. There's been quite a few failed attempts. Jump over here, jump over the platforms, disappear down here. Whoa! Okay. That's a new one. Little mouse thing speeds up now if you land next. Oh! Yeah, he's quite vicious. Right, got to time this one right. The game introduces things like that, and that's an example there. Because no other little enemy's done that before. This guy's going to do it as well, isn't he? So I'm going to have to time this right. Here he comes. But he runs at the same speed I do. So providing you're far enough away, he's not going to get you. I really do like this red level. Orange and red. It's really attractive and looks really good on a real VIC-20 on a monitor. Looks fantastic. Back out again. I've got to get down these platforms there again. Now, lives. Although you die, it appears you do have infinite lives in this game. I'm not using a cheat. As far as I can see, you can die as many times as you like. I'm not sure if there's a score penalty or not, but there doesn't seem to be a finite amount of lives. I've not, as far as I'm aware, I haven't been given a hacked version of this or an altered version for review. I believe this is how it actually is. And on level 2 here, there is a little hidden bit down here to get through to another section there. New colour scheme. Again, like this. I do like this one. I do like this one as well. Oh, that didn't work. Some of these levels do take working out, and the difficulty does ramp up as you play on. Misfit, of course, coded the Super Pilot attack on the Spectrum, and that's another game that ramps up the difficulty gently. Not sure I'm supposed to be going from beyond here, but this is quite pleasing. Jumping down whatever this thing is quite good. But still don't know where I'm supposed to be going. game retails for £29 currently on the Future Was 8-Bit website, but remember that's for a real physical VIC-20 cartridge, which obviously has to be manufactured. It's not 3D printed cartridge, it is a proper injection moulded cartridge. It looks completely authentic, except I don't think anyone ever produced a yellow VIC-20 cartridge back in the day. I could be wrong there, but it looks really attractive and the packaging is really nice. The protagonist in the game is called Dr. Tinehull. I've got no idea where they came up from for that name. I asked Rod Hull of the Future Was 8-Bit, and I asked Timemouth Software, who designed the penultimate cartridge for the Future Was 8-Bit, where could this name have come from, and neither of them could tell me. It's a complete mystery. Cheese and Onion has been a complete surprise for me. I got this game, I plugged it into my VIC-20, and I haven't given it one go and had a quick run round in it. I then decided to play it properly, and it very, very quickly sucks you in. I couldn't believe how much time went playing this game, to the point where because of the slightly loud colours, after about an hour I had a bit of a squint and an aching arm from the joystick, but a massive grin on my face because it's such a brilliant, fun game. Again, I'm showing this on a real VIC-20, and your VIC-20 may have a slightly better display than mine, but don't be put off by the graphics, which I'm guessing if you're watching this on a massive display may potentially look a little bit messy, but trust me, it's not. It looks really good and it plays fantastically well. It's enormous fun and it's got brilliant design, the way the levels are laid out, the way you explore. It's almost like, not a phrase I want to really use on this channel, but like a Mario game. The fact you can do this on a VIC-20, okay, it's a cartridge which gets you a certain amount more leeway to do these things, is fantastic. It's wonderful to see the venerable VIC being pushed in 2018. No, the cartridge is not cheap, but I'm afraid you aren't going to get a proper authentic injection moulded VIC-20 case with all the chips inside cheaply for a brand new game, because it's going to be a limited production run. If you've got a VIC-20, I really do recommend this game. It may only be the end of January 2018, but I think this could potentially be one of my games of the year.